Alrighty, we're back for part 3 for this 2014 BMW 3 Series. You have to watch part 1 and 2, see where we're at with this. But it's got CAN bus faults. I left it in the shop all night, and right away this morning has a drivetrain malfunction, just like it did in the other two parts. I reached out to my buddy Zach McLean in Arkansas, Elite Automotive Solutions, and he was talking to some of his friends. One guy was Justin Morgan. Never met the guy, but I guess he does a lot of BMW stuff, and he brought up a couple of good points, him and Zach, about checking a couple different things on this that's common. Said one, wiring under the brake booster. There's a service bolt-in that I'll show you guys that they told me about, and then one in the electronic gear shift, or gear selector shift is under there. So like Zach was saying, what's the termination resistance? Well, I got the key off. I'm on 6 and 14, and I got to see if this is even correct, because this is 20.76 million ohms, but it is going through a gateway. Battery's hooked up, so I just wanted to get that on film quick. I'm not saying I'm doing that correctly. It should be, 60 ohms. Two 120 ohm resistors in parallel make 60. But I want to, again, I got to see how this bus is laid out, because this may be an incorrect data. But what they were saying, or Justin Morgan was telling Zach McLean about, was this SAB issue. We have a 3 Series. The problem, transmission temperature, drivetrain fault, chassis stabilization, all these EGS codes which we have. I didn't see anything about the fuel pump in here, but I'm not saying this is it or isn't it, but they say that causes the EGS harness wiring from connector this becomes damaged due to abrasive movement. Correction, inspection, repair, or replace EGS harness, which is talking right in here. So if I zoom in on that, and we're going to look at this. I don't know if this is the issue or not, but they're talking right in here, which is, I took this cover off here, which is right in here. Let's take a look at that, where these wires come through, and that's why he's probably talking under the brake booster, looking at all that. And going from there, and he said a lot of the times it's a wiring issue, which would make sense. I know I said in the other video, part 2, it's probably a module issue, but talking to these guys, or talking to Zach after Zach was talking to Justin Morgan and all that, he sees a ton of these, it sounds like, so he would know. I will take a look at that and see what we can come up with. All right, so I've been wiggling those harnesses pretty good. This never changed, but again, I gotta look at the schematics for that, so we'll just take that with a grain of salt. But it's clear now. I mean, the engine lights come on because of the code that's stored in there, but there's no drivetrain malfunction, which usually says in the dash and up there. Is that coincidental, or is it because I've been moving the crap out of it? Try to move it again here. I just moved it again, and I heard a vehicle chime. There it is, drivetrain malfunction. So maybe we are on to something here. I just grabbed that. I stopped the camera. I wish I'd have kept it on. I'm trying hard to film to go back and forth doing this. But I was grabbing these. Just heard a beep again. Still drivetrain malfunction. Let me see if I can get it to clear again. We'll see here. It cleared now. It's clear. Let me move these again. I just moved it and I heard a beep. Drivetrain malfunction. That was like clockwork that time. So we got some good evidence that it's in here. Huge shout out to Justin Morgan and Zach McLean for helping me with this. We'll take a look here. So if a guy was to hook up a scope, I bet your scope readings, so now it's good right there. I bet you right now our scope readings would be good, but when it's running, or when we're scoping and when it's good like this, no drivetrain malfunction, the can high bus would be good, but when we move it, it would be bad. Again, we're not going to worry about that. We got the battery hooked up, so going through a gateway. But we'll move this again. I moved it, and boom, it did it right there. So next step is we need to open this harness up and take a look. So off camera there, I was doing it again. I wanted to narrow what harness it was. Right there, it's good. No drivetrain malfunction. I was moving this top one here. You can see there's a bunch, but it was this one and this one. This is one that seems to be acting up. This one, I move it, the top one, and I don't hear nothing beep and nothing's acting up. I moved the bottom one. I was 3 for 3 so far. This one, this thicker one. And then I just heard it beep. And now it's right there, drivetrain malfunction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna concentrate on this bottom one here and open that up. All right, so I'm moving this thing around. If I look under there, this is the big one. Look, you can see wires right there open, bare. And I can hear it clicking in the vehicle or moving around when I do it. I just heard it again. Right there's the issue. Let's open that up and fix that. All right, here's your can wires, twisted pairs, 2 different ones. Can high and low, 1, and can high and low 2. Look at this black one there. Oh, stupid camera focus. Right there's the issue. We got to fix that. This, well, our yellow one too. They were shorted together. Right there. We got to fix that. That is awesome. Again, huge thanks to Justin Morgan and Zach McLean. If you look closer here, there's one of the wires on one bus, one of the wires on the other bus. They were touching each other. One's on this twisted pair, one's on this twisted pair. I'll put a picture zoomed in what it looks like in this video when I have it zoomed in, a good picture. But yeah, they'll fix that. I'll have the shop to let them know if they want me to fix it or them fix it. It's whatever. They'll probably want to fix it. They'll put all that back together, clear the codes, and this thing will be good. And that's why it's affecting the whole bus. Again, huge thanks to, never talked to the guy, but Justin Morgan, huge thanks to that. And a huge thanks to Zach McLean for talking to the right people and with the experience of making this happen. That's it for this 2014 BMW.